All right, we are back, and we are bringing back a segment called Nick's Picks. So let's give our analyst a good old call and see what picks he wants. So for you guys out there that are betting, listen to this guy because he hit 4 for 4 last time. Hey! Nick!
Is this prime time?
You're back, baby. We're ready for Nick's Picks. I'm just going to let you kind of go off on it. You can give us players, fantasy, I don't know, over-unders. You know, we're all looking at you in the betting world, you know, depending on what state you are in. But let's get it. Welcome back also, Nick. How are you feeling after beating me?
First and foremost, just want to thank you guys for having me back. It's always a pleasure. Carlsbad's finest and best podcast, so everyone check out Prime Time. So first and foremost, I'm just going to go ahead and start with one of my locks here.
All right.
Not a lot of people might like it, but I'm going for it. I'm going to take Philadelphia money line versus the Red Hot Saints. They're +3. I feel like it's a perfect time to, you know, a buy low spot on Philly. Great opportunity when that public perception's all over the Saints, the Red Hot Saints. So I think the Philly's going to really bounce back and hopefully get Barkley in the end zone 3 more times like week 1, baby.
Yeah, okay. All right. So Philly and the Saints, it should be a good game just because, you know, the Saints are red hot, not the best team in the NFC right now. So you're thinking Philly's going to come back after that bad Monday night loss?
Yeah.
All right.
I do. I think everyone's all over the Saints right now. They're riding pretty high. I mean, all power to them. They've been grinding most points in the league for the first 2 weeks. Their car's on fire. But I don't know, man. I'm not convinced just quite yet. I think Philly's still got some dog in them. I think they're going to come out there and take them down. I really do.
All right. Love it. Love it. Love it. What else you got for us?
Secondly, I'm going to go ahead and pick the Bengals. It's a pretty hefty spread, -7.5. But they are playing the Commanders. They're 0-2. I just don't see them going 0-3. You know, a lot of adversity last game. I think Zach Taylor's going to get the boys in check, and they're going to get the job done and win by, 14+.
Love it. And they get possibly T. Higgins back, which is huge for that offense.
Exactly. They're going to get that ball rolling. They always tend to kind of come off to a slower start, but I think they pick up the tempo week 3 here versus a pretty crappy Commanders D.
Yeah, I think they're letting up the most passing yards so far. Only 2 weeks in, but still, if Daniel Jones can get some stuff done, I'm sure Joe Burrow can too.
Yes, sir. Joe Shiesty.
All right, you got another one for us?
I think I'm just rolling with those 2, but obviously I'm a little biased and want the Chargers to take down that Steelers stout D. That should be, I think, the game of the week. It might be an ugly one, but we'll see if we can go into Pittsburgh and our offense has enough firepower to get the dub. But I think that'll be a nail biter for sure. But I'm pulling for the Chargers, right?
They're both up. The total points as of right now is 35 points, so they're predicting a really low-scoring, maybe pound-the-rock kind of game. So we'll see if Herb plays or not. But either way, I mean, that O-line looks great, and I'm in my Bolts jersey right now, so I'm all for it.
Bolts up, baby. Yep, we're out here at Hagos Tacos, Coast Highway in Lucadia. We have our bye week in softball. We thought we'd get the softball team together for a little camaraderie. So support local businesses, support Hagos, support Prime Time. Thanks for having me on, brother.
Thanks, Nick. We'll talk to you soon. Good luck.
Thank you. Let's have a hell of a week.
See ya. Well, you heard it there. What do you think of his picks?
I like him.
He's right about the. I didn't even realize the Bengals were 0-2. So
yeah, the Bengals should have a bounce back week this week against the Commanders. Commanders are, like you said, pretty weak on defense. Bengals always kind of start off to a slow start.
They do.
Yeah, and it's just a perfect bounce back game for guys like Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. He's been off to a very slow start this year. Sorry, Ryan. And then T. Higgins coming back. That's a big up for Co as well too in his fantasy team. But perfect bounce back game. I like that one a lot. The Saints too. It's going to be interesting to see how the Saints are going to do, like, in terms of consistency wise.
Right.
That's the big thing. If they can keep
correct
it
me
going.
if I'm wrong. Is it in Philly? No, it's in New Orleans.
It's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And the Saints, their offense is rolling right now. Derek Carr, like you said, is playing hot, but I feel like one of the most underrated parts of that team is that defense right there. They have a hell of a play caller and their defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
They have a lot of experience on that team. They have basically the same guys.
Marshawn Lattimore, Cam Jordan as anchors.
I like the Saints a lot this year, but it is a question to answer though if they can keep this up on a consistent basis.
Yeah, right.
But if I were to judge those picks right there, I feel like, you know, the Saints are up in the air. You know, you don't know yet. It's week 2. We'll get into our pretenders and contenders when that comes along, but I like his picks. You know, Philly coming off a loss, playing in a dome with Saquon Barkley. Unfortunately, I'm playing him and Jalen Hurts in fantasy,
and
Alvin Kamara, and Rashid Shaheed. Whew. So let's hope it's a stinker. Let's hope Saquon Barkley does not get in the end zone 3 more times. But yeah, I like his picks. He's the betting man, and yeah, we called him for a reason. So.
All right, guys. Well, if you didn't hear it, he's got the Philadelphia Eagles and the Bengals, and obviously the Chargers. So, Nick, thanks again for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.